Okay, ready? Three, two, one.
Hello everyone, Taste of Frak presents random movie review of Star Wars The Force Awakens, non-spoiler.
If you want to see the spoilerific trudge through our nightmare of a theater experience, just click down here in the little box below. We have a link straight to it.
This happened.
Yeah.
No, you just grab it. It's right down there.
Over there?
Down
I don't see it.
I think he's saying it's there.
It might be here.
Ow.
there.
Ow.
Just, no, click that. That's share. Click that. Click that.
Exactly.
Yeah, the three little button one.
Alright, let's get to the reviews. Let's do it!
Okay, what is our consensus on the film?
Well, who should we start first?
It sucked.
No.
Really? You're just gonna go against all the reviews and just be like, it sucked.
No,
It
that's
was
your
terrible.
job. That's your job.
You're damn
That
right
is
it is.
That is the troll review. That is Mike's review.
Damn right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Christian.
Keep this shit real, son.
Okay, Christian, what do you think?
What did I think? Well, I gotta say, it was pretty damn good. And this, I would say right now, when I did, like, after coming out, I was really nostalgia, like, filled to, like, to the fucking point.
Yeah,
And
the
I was-
advertising did that shit.
Not only that.
For certain.
But it was just, oh my god, like, I would say, like, I was going there and be like, this is like the greatest movie ever made. But now I kind of come off that high. I'm like, you know what? This still is a really good movie. It still is. Does have some flaws. We could say that. But I would say it was still a really good movie overall.
Okay. Mike, what's your thoughts on the matter?
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Gave me nothing.
Dead, nothing.
No, look.
Yet you grabbed at the 3D.
What is with you and insidership? Come on. You gotta learn this shit.
Hey, in his defense, like in that one moment with the Star Destroyer, I went like, and I turned to Jenna, I was like, so that's what it's like when you're about to suck my dick. I get it. Hey.
Yeah, as for the movie, okay. It had a lot of nostalgia. It was basically feeding you nostalgia. Pretty much. I don't think there was anything they didn't do. Pretty much. Oh, that's a spoiler, isn't it?
No,
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. As for stuff that actually was introduced, like new stuff into the canon, not a lot of it. There's a lot of setup, but you don't get like the full story. Which, as a movie construction, you don't want people to have at the end of the movie to have questions. And I had questions, which violates the entire movie. I'm just like, fuck it, gone. It's useless to me.
I mean,
And that's not how you make a movie.
It is kind of a setup and a lead-in to like the other films which they plan on making and
I know
milking money out
once
of.
all three are made and they're like clicked together and you have all the backstory and everything together, and you have see it as one giant object that was constructed artistically, then yeah, it's great. Part by part though, it's just like, is this a good movie? You don't know because you don't have the rest of it.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel like a complete movie.
Yeah.
I-
But we'll get into that. Anyway, me and Alex here, we are both die-hard EU fans. Extended universe, like hardcore to the core.
The former extended universe. Now they have new extended universe.
Exactly.
Not yet.
Well, they introduced about 5% new stuff.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
No, they-
Like, that's something that only we get because we are EU fans. Like, none of it's new.
Yeah.
Literally, you'd be surprised how many nods to the EU there are in there. But overall, like, we went into this, me and Alex, we went into this movie expecting to hate it. We had our shit-kicking boots on.
I went there.
I was expecting to stomp the shit into the ground.
Oh, we were ready. We had our bitch service ready.
I wanted to hate it so much.
He did.
We wanted to. I think we wanted to hate it more. You think that?
I don't know, because
Because he likes just tearing apart things that are popular. But this
Yeah.
is like a passion project. This is like our religion here, and it's being like stomped into the dirt.
Fair enough.
I was just expecting. Just
Yeah,
to
it's like how you reacted to the new Star Trek movies
Mm-hmm.
made by J.J.
Even
Abrams.
the ones I refuse to watch on principle.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
refused to watch them on principle.
Yeah, you guys actually watched the movie. I don't know how.
I like them, but I
Hate-filled
was
you
never
are.
a Star Trek fan. But maybe that'll come into play later. But
You
oh,
bitched at me for watching at least one of the new Star Trek movies.
Because it sucks. Why? Why would you do that? That's passion, goddammit! I will not apologize for my love!
I just want to say that I came in the movie just hoping a really good Star Wars movie. I think that's what I got.
no one cares what you think.
You're a child, sir. A child.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the child's opinion.
But
But
he's the childish's
for the
opinion.
hardcore like Star Wars fans here, like
Wait, Mike is hardcore.
I'm
No.
a hardcore film fan. Is that like a cocaine reference?
no, the hardcore Star Wars fans here, like me and Alex, like I liked it. It was okay.
I would say it's a decent film if you just want to go for the like nostalgia of Star Wars. They gave you that. They gave
Oh,
you
it
that
gave you that in spades.
Oh,
and
God.
lots of good special
much.
effects. So
Yeah, like we actually ended up not hating it. It was okay. But the problem is, like,
It was good for a fan fiction.
yeah, like it is the single greatest Star Wars fan film ever.
I
Like,
still laugh at that to a T.
No, I mean, like, if you take someone that's never played a video game or a comic book or read a book, or basically someone that's been living in their mother's bedroom, and
Hey. First off,
first off on it, you're interrupting. Then yeah,
First off, fuck you. I have read comic books, sure. Yeah, I watch movies.
Then where's
Have you,
your
have you
excuse?
have you read any Star Wars comic books?
What about
Then
all
shut
those
up.
Star Wars comic books I gave you?
I read some.
Shut up. Go away.
Yeah.
But if you went in there just blind to the rest of the universe and had only seen the movies and you decided to write your own screenplay to take place in this time period, this is what I can imagine that person would write.
Yeah. So what
Give
you're
or
saying?
take.
So what you're saying is
Well,
it's actually good, and not George Lucas.
I didn't say that.
George Lucas has a habit of thinking too much outside the little box that he should maintain. You see, in the original trilogy, George Lucas was kept inside that little box by the rest members of his crew, taking out rolled up newspapers and beating him over the head every time he get an idea. Oh, let's put Jar Jar Binks into the movie.
Yeah, like
Unfortunately for the prequels, he had no one doing that for him. There was
Yeah.
no one to roll up the newspaper to smack him over the head.
he was
and this is-
holier than thou by the time.
yeah, that reminds me
The
of one
prequels came
nostalgia
along.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, as for me, I felt the movie it really didn't deliver anything new. It wasn't bad. I won't say that it was bad, but it was a huge nostalgia fest from the original trilogy, specifically A New Hope.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was very A New Hope-y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows that you have Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford. I kept trying to say, like, they're all in there. Like that. That's where one of my biggest complaints is. I love Harrison Ford in this. Like, he came back with a vengeance. Like, he came in, and from the first second he was on screen, he was Han Solo, and there was an audible squeal. Like, even me not wanting to enjoy this, there was an audible squeal from both me and Christian. Was there not?
I was about to cry like when he said like Chewie. Hold on, like yeah, like, even though I've seen that trailer so many damn times, and like it's still really good because it's like yes.
It hits your fan bone. If you're any kind of Star Wars fan, it hits you here. Like, and that's one of the great things about the film, because it doesn't matter if you're EU or whatever. Like, Han Solo comes in there and he is Han Solo to the core. Like, no hands down. Like, acting chops, like Harrison Ford has phoned in a few performances in the last few years, but not here. Like, He, like, if there is a measurable unit for acting, he has all of them in this film.
Harrison Ford is either Han Solo or the guy that's constantly going in every other movie he's in.
Mhm.
Where's my family? I gotta get my family. What'd you do with my family? Where's my family?
I raped them, alright? You got raped. This is what happens. You gotta get a new family.
You know what this is?
You gotta get past this, man.
If there's one complaint I have to
Tell
say,
that to Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford is crazy.
I gotta say, I was kind of disappointed that didn't have Han Solo other son, Star-Lord, man. Star-Lord.
Yeah, Star-Lord was not in this film.
He wouldn't be.
It would have made it a little bit better, I think, though.
Then it would have been worse because that would have said.
Then this would be a proper fan fiction.
This would be the greatest fan fiction
It would have
ever.
been it would have turned it into a Star Wars Marvel crossover, which really wouldn't make all that much sense.
Hey, they've done that shit before, so.
They've done it before, but all of them are non-canon.
Exactly, that would make this non-canon.
And then you
There's
have
so
Sora
much-
into the mix. And
there's so
then
much
becomes
non-canon to
Kingdom
begin
Hearts
with.
4.
You mean Kingdom Hearts 2?
Well,
Okay, 4.
Yeah, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Kingdom Hearts 4, sometime.
Yeah. See?
No, but Han Solo, that is something for every minute in this film you can enjoy. Like, no matter what, you're gonna have that guaranteed. That's where it kind of phases out because Carrie Fisher, like,
Oh.
she needed some cocaine. Let's be honest, because like she was like nails on a chalkboard every time like she was on.
She
screen.
didn't have even a huge.
No charisma, no energy.
Basically, it's very A New Hope-y. There's barely any new stuff into the movie, so it's basically a rehash of A New Hope, which it constantly throws nostalgia at you left and right. Every 5 minutes, there's something you see from the original trilogy, and you're like, and just like Nick and Christian, you just want to you just got to squeal like a little fangirl.
I did that a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean,
There you go, a fangirl.
yeah, he did. I was sitting next to him. I might have gone a few times, but nothing louder than that.
So it was essentially the movie was essentially a nostalgia farm that really doesn't really deliver anything all that new. And
It was
in
like-
fact, I would say that and a no spoiler aspect of the plot itself, if you've seen A New Hope, you've already seen this movie.
Yeah, but everyone's been saying that. So
Yeah,
that's
everyone's
Yeah,
been saying
pretty
that.
that's not spoiler at this
As
point.
someone who hasn't seen The New Hope, I found it a very refreshing movie, having never seen the original. So
Very
now-
original and creative, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
Well,
Very interesting.
Mike,
Very innovative.
Mike, I have a question. Have you seen The Hidden Forest?
what? No.
Ah, then you
Have you at least seen Family Guy Star Wars?
Yeah, but I don't remember a lot of it.
You know what?
Anyway, but yeah, there's like I said, there's a lot of nods in the canon, but it really is just it takes the same a lot of things from all three movies, I think, and then it throws them back together and mismatches them all over the place.
But it's mostly A New Hope. There was some things that were just they took from Empire Strikes Back and even Return of the Jedi, but a lot of the plot points came from A New Hope.
And honestly, I think if you look at the poster for the movie, you can tell that it's got everything on there. It's got its Darth Vader, it's got its Death Star thing, it's got its hot Luke Skywalker. Yeah, it pretty much tells you that in the poster.
But
You mean it doesn't have a Darth Vader? It has a Darth Vader wannabe.
Well, I was gonna say, like, if you look at American poster, if you look at the China poster, you see that there's a very small fin there because apparently China's a big racist. I'm just pointing out there.
A lot of Asian countries are. Just so you know.
Just like the part where you see the 12-year slave, you see Brad Pitt giant's face, and he's barely in the movie.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt was a slave for 12 years? Blasphemy!
No, that's the thing about that one. I thought he was the villain, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. And he's not! He's still a good guy. Why, God?
No, but there is a lot of distinctly familiar stuff, which, like, it. And the thing is, it takes all this stuff, but doesn't. Like, it starts out on a desert planet, but it's not Tatooine, though, let's be honest, that was Tatooine.
It looked like Tatooine.
Like, I didn't see the first beginning of it where they explain where it is, and until Alex explained it to me later,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Tatooine.
He did think it was Tatooine, and
I thought it was Tatooine.
I told him it wasn't.
He
Tatooine.
wasn't paying attention and he thought it was
No.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
And he was there.
Mm-hmm. And Nick, we were talking about it in the car on the way home, and I'm like, you know, that wasn't Tatooine, right? And he's like, really? I thought that was Tatooine. Nope, some other planet. I forgot the name, though.
Jack and Peace Seeker, whatever.
They may say a different name, but underneath it says Tatooine 2.0.
It was essentially Tatooine, but it wasn't.
Okay, let's talk about our biggest problem here, the elephant in the room. The villain. Rilo Ken, or Vader Reloaded.
Kylo Ren.
Well, we can't say much about it because, well,
We need to spoil
It's-
some shit.
yes, but all we can say is this: he's a bit of a punk ass bitch.
He's
Yeah.
emo as shit.
He's a
Lame.
really he's just someone with a who throws child tantrums. He
Yeah.
thinks he's the shit. He's definitely a Darth Vader wannabe. Even in the fucking movie, it says so.
Well, I mean, in this movie.
Shut up! Shut up, you fuck! Shut up.
Yeah, in this movie he's introduced, so we don't actually get a lot of his backstory. So they're actually setting up to like probably reveal a lot of his information in the next or the third movie.
Thing is, I don't really care about any of his information. I wish he had.
I mean, it might be
I wish he
cool.
never
I want him-
existed.
Yeah, I like this.
It might be good. We don't know.
No, I'm pretty
No,
confident.
it
at this
won't.
Well,
point, like-
but see, like Mike is kind of right. Like we don't know. Like
I do.
He's basically in his rebellious phase from his parents, and
I had very low expectations, and this villain manages,
to go
To
go far beneath that.
and even on top of that,
And it's
Like-
not just Kylo Ren that's the problem.
yeah, our villains are awful. The stormtroopers are improved. Right.
They can at least
I
hit
don't like
shit
the
now.
design of the new stormtroopers.
Yeah, I don't exactly like
the,
it either.
The
but-
IMAX stormtrooper is not very cool. Or
I don't mind. Like it's I see it's alright for what it is. Like,
You know what? I'm going to diverge from you two, and I actually like the new stormtrooper design. Like, I've seen like the Legacy series, and it always occurred to me like, wow, that in all of the EU, like they've never really improved on the design. They've had additional designs to the stormtrooper, but they've never really modified it. And in the Clone Wars, like that model was constantly being updated and changed.
that's what
And-
I liked about that, though.
Yeah, and like a lot of the changes they've made to the First Order as far as aesthetics go, like at first I was like hating on it powerfully, but I love their new Starship destroyers.
Changes.
I love the aesthetics they did with this. I really like what they've done with the TIE Fighter designs, though. We have other TIE Fighter models, not just the standard TIE Interceptors, Advanced,
Did they
Hornets.
change the TIE Fighters?
Yes.
Yeah, they
did.
went from like blue and gray to like hardcore black with red neon on them. And you know what?
Well, no, they went hardcore gray this time. There's a lot of gray on
So
the
it's
new
just
TIE
a
fighters.
paint color change, and that's
I
it.
saw it looks like the models
Talk
are
about the
improved
wing. I'm
a
talking
little
about the
bit.
wings. The wings were usually black. Now they're gray.
With the blue lining on them, though.
No, it was actually gray lining. It's white lining on the original TIE fighters. Now
It looks blue to always looked blue to me, but
I'll show
probably
you
right.
later. I'll show you later.
nerds.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Look at you.
Look who's talking.
Look who's talking.
I've got pictures of you as frickin' Doctor Who.
Okay,
Screwdriver shopping.
okay, and
Anyway, so no, I really like the change to the designs. I love the new Star Destroyer design. It's like second favorite Star
See,
Destroyer
then
design.
again,
of
I
all.
didn't notice anything different about him.
They weren't much different.
You never saw the first one.
I know what a destroyer looks like. They had a broken one in the movie, in the trailer.
That is true.
Yeah, like, but they
But-
have so much more in that, and I just love this particular design, like the tier design. I love that. So they took a lot of innovations with things that actually have stayed uniform standard in the EU, and I would call that the only improvement,
Okay, so
and that's debatable.
Yeah, but usually things stay uniform.
Well, everything does get changed and upgraded,
They do
especially
upgrades.
with military. They
Yeah.
do, and they release different models. But you know what? If you like interjected this into the EU, like I would love it because I find a lot of the Star Destroyer designs are a little,
Outdated.
yeah, and a little uniform. They're just different versions of the exact same thing.
Some are a little bit larger than others. and
Yeah, it's just they get bigger. That's usually the same thing. This one actually is a little bit noticeably different, and I love that. So, like, yeah, they did something genuinely, like, straight out good.
oh,
Except now their new blasters look like super soakers.
Yeah, they look like toys. The
Mhm.
Stormtrooper, with the exception of one weapon, which when you see it, you recognize it, like, they all look like toys.
yeah.
Like,
That's Disney for you.
like I've seen the toys in the stores, and I would swear that they just took those and put them in the film.
It's pretty much what they did. Except you're getting more. Except the ones in the film are certainly more high quality than the ones you would get in stores.
I don't
but-
even know that.
Mhm.
Like, but yeah, it's that's one design thing. Like, yeah, those guns are gay. Sorry, they're lame.
Yep.
But yeah, overall they did some really creative things. I don't like what they did to the X-wings, but that's probably just my fandom talking.
I like the X-Wings. Well,
The X-Wings
They're not-
were not much different.
yeah, they weren't much different.
Yeah, like it seemed more about the same.
It was kind of a color and pattern change at the
That is
most.
true.
I just didn't like it that much.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, that's probably just me being a whiny little
How about
Star
the new
Wars fanboy.
How about the new good characters?
What do we think of those guys?
I like them.
Who's the new good character?
Finn, Ray,
BB-8.
8.
Yeah, BB-8. I like BB-8. I'm sorry, like I wanted to hate him. I love BB-8. He's
He
cool.
was the cutest toy ever.
He's
See, this is where my problem gets in. There's not a lot of character development on him, so I know about as much surface information as the movie gives me, and I know
Well,
nothing about
out of the
it.
new characters. I think Ray had the most character development.
Yeah.
Finn developed a little bit, but he was more or less the same.
Well, Finn had a story arc.
No, well,
Yeah.
but I would say
Yeah, they start out with his story arc, and then
They go to then they go to Ray.
yeah,
all those we're gonna mention in the spoilers, but like I want to see it, but at the same time, like I can't exactly see it right now. But I say like for the most part,
Of course, their story's not finished
they
yet.
they
no.
no
like,
no.
I would
I know where you're getting at. There's this huge twist on it that you're not expecting regarding these characters. Is that fair?
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
I can disagree with that because of the way Ray is dressed.
like you may not ultimately, like you and I would pick up on that, but there's a little secret in there you're probably not going to see coming. So enjoy that if and when you see it, or assuming you haven't already seen it. With what is it like? All theaters sold out in the first week.
Let me put it this way: it's going to beat Avatar. It's going to beat Avatar.
I'm pretty sure it already did.
No, it's very close to it. It's like, I think the last time I saw it, you see with number 5 or number 3 on like domestic.
Avatar got shat on that.
Well, Avatar, it's freaking marketing was ridiculous. Like
Oh,
it was on.
it was everywhere.
It was inescapable.
Then again, so was this film.
Yeah, basically.
But you know what? This is the one time I say, you know what? This is the one time I feel like it does deserve it to a certain extent of all
It
the.
deserves it because Disney's writing so much on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but when it comes down to it, you're going to enjoy it. Like you're pretty much going to have a good time.
You're not gonna hate it to the point where you feel bad for spending the money I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'll give you
It's
that.
it's not not like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh no. That's
No.
that they don't even deserve to be in the
If-
same room
If
together.
I could,
No, they don't.
if I could, I like pretty much I been listening to some things like here and there, and I have a Facebook group pages that like to this one website that have podcasts, whatever.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very sorry. Okay, pretty much, there are some people out there that literally thinks this is worse than the prequels.
I actually heard that. Like a
Yeah,
guy
I
at the
heard-
building I work at, he said it was okay, and he is a hardcore original trilogy fanatic, and really, I've always seen him come down on the prequels pretty hard.
Yep.
But he said, you know what? Looking at this film, the prequels have got something in them.
I actually I can actually agree with that. Let's put it this way: the prequels had more content than this movie.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
introduction of more content.
Yeah,
I'm not saying all the content that it introduced was good,
No.
no.
but it introduced a lot more.
Yes.
Yeah, it had a lot more.
That-
it brought a lot more to the table. There's still fans of a lot of the concepts, and and Jar Jar Binks is still being shat on.
That's the one thing I would agree upon is like, you know what? I could shit on the prequels as much as I can. I say, you know, the one thing that it does have compared to this one, and I even hate to say it, they do have original stories. As much I can hate them, as much as say like they are pieces of shit.
What story?
They-
The prequels were about the action. The prequels was about the special effects.
True.
George
but-
Lucas didn't focus
Okay.
on story with those movies.
Okay, let's
He focused on Jar Jar for the first one.
Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. They had a concept of a story.
Yeah.
They of original story, a concept to it, nonetheless. This one is just more of a rehash of A New Hope.
Yeah, and that goes
Yeah.
back to the core problem that probably stops this from being a great film, is that it is like raw, core, molten fan service.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is like icing. It is like a cake made out of icing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say right now, thank God, like we did this a day later because
Yes.
I was too much on that high. Now I come off of it, I'm like, okay, you know what? I can see it. Like I said, I still really enjoyed the movie to an extent, but now I'm off the high off of the nostalgia. I was
That's why I
like,
get mad at you, man. You need film information. You can't just be getting high off movies. You gotta think of it.
That's the only reason
You
he
have to
goes to
be-
movies.
Yeah.
but
you
it's,
have to
but it's
go
so
in like,
good just to smell it. Go, ah.
No.
You like just take,
No.
went to take
No.
a hooker's ass like, oh,
yes.
You gotta look at a movie
Then you
not
got
like
herpes
expecting
3
it
days
to be
later.
good and like, oh, it was so good. You go in like a critic and be.
Is that your
And,
inner Adam Sandler right there?
no, it was him.
that was a good Adam Sandler there. Like old
Okay.
school Adam Sandler, though.
Okay, fine.
And now the Adam Sandler. Okay. But, yeah. Like, and I think that these problems are ultimately what's going to hurt its long-term sales, because looking at it and the elements of it, I don't think it will have a lot of rewatchability. I haven't re-seen it yet, but I don't think there's... It's so much glorious flash, but that stuff only has a very limited value for, like, the first play.
Let's put it this way: watching A New Hope will serve as rewatching this movie.
Yeah, the New Hope has so much more playback value. this is like
That's not even what I'm saying. While I agree with that, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you can watch A New Hope and it would count as playback for The Force Awakens.
What about all those special effects fans who just want to watch the movie to see all the pretty colors and the explosions? And
You
all
mean
that?
like
it
George Lucas?
delivers that.
Yeah.
It delivers that in
Yes,
spades.
it does. It does.
It's
If
got
you're
that
look-
stuff.
If you're looking for dangling keys in front of your face,
I don't know if it was that much dangling keys. I
Oh,
think
yes, it was.
it was.
Yes,
it was.
I
good.
enjoyed the keys. I did. Christian, you enjoyed the keys, right?
It was some nice keys.
Shiny keys.
But
Very
I-
pretty.
but
They
I-
made
but I-
noises and.
I think
But-
it blended.
Ooh, that's it. That's it.
But
right
I
there.
would say,
I
like,
think it blended well.
but to be
I don't-
fair, I would say this keys had a lot more compared to the prequels. I will put it that.
True. I will give this, as far as special effects quality, I give this one hands down. I mean, I was expecting a lot more.
CGI.
No,
No,
I
was expecting a lot more practical effects, but
Well, they did go practical. They used the same methods as they did for the original.
oh no,
trilogy.
yeah, they had a whole bunch of practical effects. But I probably would have like, call me crazy. I like the model spaceships,
They did do that.
not as much as I would have liked.
No, they did.
They don't
All of it was modeled ships. All of it.
really.
Yeah, I saw the making of the movie. All of
Okay.
it was modeled ships.
Really?
Yes.
All of it, Nick.
Okay, I'll shut my fucking mouth then.
Yeah.
Shut your dirty damn whore
But
mouth.
they also didn't use green screen. They abandoned green screen in favor of blue screen.
Okay, big
Damn.
difference there.
Oh, like just.
They
put a-
went full all old school.
Ooh baby, ooh baby. Oh yeah, Christian.
He has a fantasy of being with Christian. Just saying that.
I have a fantasy of being with Christian in front of a blue screen.
Blue
Yeah.
screen.
Anyway, but there were a couple, like there was that one character that was done completely in CGI. Like I would have liked Puppet.
Ooh,
Which character?
Yeah.
No, boop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about, but
That was
You'll
CGI.
realize her when you see her, but I would have liked a puppet.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking Muppet.
No,
The Muppets are bad. Throw Miss Piggy in there. Fuck it. Throw Miss Piggy in there. I'll be happy.
I don't
You
think
give her a
Muppets-
weird mask. You're like, hello.
okay. So is there
I'll take
anything else that we can
Hire
say
Nick for
for
the
this non-spoiler review? Which, yeah, is there
Okay.
anything else can we say?
Go to the spoilers. It's better. You can say a lot more.
Okay, so
Also, why haven't you watched the movie if you have this on?
Well, we only saw it yesterday, so.
I know, but it's been out enough to where everything has been ruined by now. The internet has spoken.
no, like I was not ruined by it. Like I kept away from all the spoilers.
I
Why-
said-
I did too.
Actually went with the spoilers.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
too. I went spoiler.
Yeah, like I wanted to give it like the most pure, fair trial, and I wanted to give it its best chance, and it was okay. Like I said, better than I expected. Not quite what I would say good enough,
Well,
but
to me, going for the spoilers first before actually seeing it, it gives you like the feeling of seeing it, a movie that you like for a second time, which you end up enjoying it more when you see a movie a second time than the first time,
I don't know about that.
unless you hated the movie. But then again, you don't know about that because you generally really don't like. You don't like a lot of movies. You rip them apart. You
Those
shred
are
them.
total lies. Just because I value the construction of a film,
You
doesn't
do
mean I
value
hate
the
them.
construction of the film.
that's
which
why
is
you
hate
tear
all- that's
almost
why
every
you-
movie apart.
Exactly.
They don't meet your high standard.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
That's
I'm just
exactly
saying
what I
that
And you love to
everything's
take-
100.
Yeah, and you love to tear everything that's not 100 down. Like I've seen you get upset at good films because there was nothing to yell at.
That is true. That is true.
So yeah, let's give a rating right now. You can go either way. 5, 1 out of 5, or 1 out of 10. Which one are you going for?
I give it 8 out of 9.
8 out of 10. What do you mean?
I can't-
What did it mean?
I can't give it a 9.5 because that's too damn much. out of 10.
Okay, I'm like, what does it mean?
Yeah. Okay, breaking
You
up
could
the.
give it a 9.2, you know.
It's no.
It's too
No.
high.
Yeah, too much.
Sure.
Fine, 8.7.
No. I don't trust that number.
So 8.9.
No.
Then what?
8 out of 9.
8 out of 9.
Okay, 8 out of
Do the math on it, motherfucker.
8 out of 9.
8.7 is lower than 8.7
Doesn't
out
really
of
matter.
10.
I've given my review.
Fine.
I didn't give
fine.
it 0.
Okay.
Why aren't you people happy?
I'll give it a straight 7 out of 10. Like, it's a big pile of yummy frosting, but something tells me, like, because there's no content in it, you keep going at it, you're just eating frosting, and you're going to die of diabetes.
I'd say, basically, since there is really there's barely any new content, I have to give it I unfortunately, even though I did actually, I'll admit I did enjoy seeing it, I do have to give, I have to be a little bit harsh, a 3 out of 10.
Really? God damn it. I gave it the highest review except for Christian, who doesn't count because he's a fucking fan.
Shut up! You shut your door,
Fuck you,
but
man.
Now, the reason I give it a 3 out of 10 is because although you have that nostalgia fest and all that stuff that makes you want to give it a higher thing, it really had no new content.
Yeah, like, I give it a higher rating just for the experience, but then again, we
The
had
experience
D-Box and
makes
you
you-
didn't.
The experience wants me to give it, I would give it even in 7 out of 10, hell, even 8 out of 10. Throwing out the whole EU bias aspect. That's throwing out the EU bias. And the 3 out of 10, however, is not with it back. The 3 out of 10 comes from, well, the fact that there was really nothing new about it. It was
Yeah, the sheer lack of creativity.
the movie was a rehash
Mhm.
of A New Hope.
I gave it an 8 just because I can't, in good conscience, speak on the construction of it because we saw it in 3D and that kind of fucked up depth of field.
Mhm.
So I couldn't see the camera work as well. So it might be a lot less. I don't know. Just throw out my rating because I don't know. I'd see it again just for the study of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
don't take his rating because he doesn't have an excuse to give it a lower rating.
Yes, that's right.
Well, wait a minute. What about the fact that it had no new content?
That's
he
He doesn't know. It's all
Oh,
new to
that-
him. He
plenty
hasn't
of,
seen it before. It's new to him.
plenty of
True.
stuff doesn't have new content. I'm judging on construction. It was constructed
Well, it's kind of it is essentially a sequel, which is the same as the very first element of the film.
But sequels are supposed to provide new content.
Exactly.
This movie didn't. The movie was basically
like I said, it brought 0.5 from the movie canon worth of new stuff in.
not even.
Not even like
Not even.
zero.
That's from your
It's really a
extended
zero.
universe.
It only
stuff,
brought
which
in
is
new-
no longer
Yeah.
canon.
It only brought in new characters.
Yeah, but
new
it was
aliens.
still other ideas who other more
I'm
talented
giving it
people already came up
0.5, man. It's 0.5. Like,
less.
Let
Less.
Let the fat one.
the boy talk. I shall give this movie, and I've been thinking long and hard about it. As long and as hard as I can, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoy it. This is the one time I say, you know what? This was a good Star Wars movie, and
what did I say? Fanboys, guys.
and I would say, you know what? I kind of want to watch it again.
I want to watch it too, just for the construction.
I do too.
I
I want to
actually
see
also-
the replayability. Plus, I missed like 20 minutes of the beginning.
Because of problems in the theater.
Check out our spoilerific review.
Spoilers.
Come out and play. But yeah, I will give it that, call me a fanboy you want. I don't care. Like, you know what? Because I have so much thing to say when we get to the spoiler stuff. But you know what? This is me off of my high. And I'm still saying, this is still was pretty damn good. And that's the one thing I wanted. I just wanted a good Star Wars movie. Now, I'm just going to say this one part. If they keep on continuing this nostalgia fest to a point of like, let's just rehash Empire and Return of the Jedi, then we got a fucking problem. Now we have a fucking problem. This is the one thing, you know what? I would let this slide for the most part because I will get into the spoilers part of it. But I say I'll let it go for this one time.
Yeah,
Because
odds are they are going to do that for also the other two.
well, we see.
No, I think they're smart enough.
No, they will.
See,
I don't know. Like they threw out the old canon so they can create their own stories, but then they go and create old stories.
Yeah, pretty much.
it's
Because they want the new stuff to be rehashed of the old stuff. That's why.
Yeah, I'd like to think that they're doing this just so that they have a familiar starting base to launch their own ideas.
They want to go. They
I don't
wanna
have
go-
confidence.
Well, they want to go with the idea that history repeats itself, and the fact of the matter is, it does. History is rehashed of other history.
I will put. We'll see. Oh, this is a spoiler review.
I did not give any swear. I didn't.
I know, but like, it's so much thing I just want to say out loud that like, you know what, whatever little thing I say, it might count as a spoiler because spoilers. Apparently, spoilers.
I think you're a little too worried about that.
No, I'm not. I'm kidding. That's why.
You're the one who said it the most.
It's our spoiler-free review because we wanted to do the spoiler-free one first.
It is
so-
spoiler. Well, it has been. Spoiler.
It will be.
It will be. So until then, everybody, this is the spoiler-free talk, and you can, there's the like, the subscribe button.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Very important.
Can I find it anywhere, Alex? Can I? No. Can I find it
Hey,
anywhere?
anyone want to talk to you?
No.
Mike, what about you? You seem a very talkative person.
Just search Chaos Angel 424. You'll end up with me.
And Nick, how about you?
I want to talk to these people. I have nothing interesting to say.
You know where you find me?
You want to talk to me? Talk to me in the comments. I'll read it.
No, you will not. I am only one who does.
You have comments?
Yes, we do. Most on my stuff.
I've never seen these comments.
Until
They're
It's
then,
pretty
mystery to
sexy.
me.
until then, people. Bye for now. Bye for now.
Saludos.
May the force be with you.